Hello and welcome to another video on my channel, the JJ Think Tank. Today I want to talk about the Catholic Church and my current stance towards it after reassessing my position really and discovering more information about the Church. So, as a child, I was baptized as a Catholic. Thereafter, when I was a young teenager, I received my first Holy Communion in the Catholic Church. And then when I was slightly older, I went through something known as confirmation. I believe in America word for this, perhaps chrismation, but I may be mistaken. Yes. And when I went through this whole process, I didn't make much of it. Yes, I didn't think much about it. I really just viewed it as something one does to become a Christian, or a Catholic, yes. And I was swept along this course since I went to Catholic school and had Catholic parents. I never really considered my faith at that time. I didn't think about Christianity. I didn't think about whether I believed in Jesus or not, or whether Christianity is true. And as I said, it's just something that happened to me, I guess. After these events, I actually stopped going to church altogether, and I didn't read the Bible. I wasn't interested in Christianity. I didn't read any books. I went through a very sinful phase in my life. I had a lot of troubles mentally, a lot of crises in my life. And this period is what actually brought me back to Christianity in a more fuller sense. Yes, I actually started to believe in Jesus. I strived from that moment, from that time, to become a better person, a better Christian. And I actually started to become more interested in Christianity, in the dogmatic side, in the historical side of Christianity, in the theological side. Why there are so many churches? Yes, I was thinking about these questions. Well, why are there so many churches? Yes, why do they argue so much with each other? Why are there so many disagreements? I read very uplifting Christian books and various Christian treatises, and yes, in general, as you can tell, I was more serious about my faith. But even then, the dogmatic side of Christianity, it didn't interest me as much, yes. I wasn't really too preoccupied with this side. And I thought of the squabbles between the various sects to be quite unnecessary and petty. Yes, why so much consternation and commotion over minor doctrinal differences? Yes. But then as I got older, this immature approach withered away, and after reading and listening to some theologians, or we could say academics that know more about these topics, I noticed that many of these doctrinal differences are important, yes, and some of them are more than just minor issues. So, and these issues, they then come to fruition, yes, the disagreements, yes, they then come to fruition later on. What do I mean by this? Well, if we compare the Protestant Church and its hilarious approach to worship, kind of this happy-go-lucky approach, and how Protestantism, yes, it developed culture in a specific way. It shapes the mentality of people in a much different way than opposed to, for instance, Catholicism or Eastern Orthodoxy, yes. All you have to do is compare, for example, America with Russia, yes. Compare the people in general. They're different, yes. But not only this, Protestantism also, it has these absurd theological positions such as predestination. And Protestantism, in my view, yes, based on my intuition and my thought process, yes, what I have consumed in terms of information, etc., it has this kind of sickness associated with materialism, yes, in a way. So, of course, I understand why the Catholic Church is opposed to Protestantism, because if the Protestant Church promotes theological positions such as predestination, yes, it's illogical. So why? According to predestination, the fate of your soul is already decided by God, yes? So therefore this means that you don't have free will, and that we live in a deterministic universe. And then you can see how this will morph into other heresies, yes, or even it will change into a different religion, or it will evolve into atheism, yes, or deism, yes. It's a process. Because you accept a deterministic universe, then you accept that there doesn't need to be a God above, yes. There just needs to be a deistic God, and then naturally after that, it can evolve into a position of atheism, yes. And this is what we see in the West, I think, right? This happens over centuries, yes. It's a slow process, yes. So this is why I think it's just one reason why theology is important, yes. I am not a theologian. I do not consider myself a theologian. I have a very shallow but a shallow knowledge of theology. There's so many other issues that I haven't even addressed or tried to understand, yes. But now, moving on, yes, because my article is about the Catholic Church, so I want to go back and talk about this denomination of Christianity, yes. So what is the problem with the Catholic Church? Because the Catholic Church also it holds some views that I cannot now accept. Yeah, so it's clear roughly since Vatican II or beforehand, yes, that the Catholic Church, they hold the view that evolution, Darwinian theory, is completely compatible with Scripture and the religion, yes. And this view is crystallized into theistic evolution. And personally, I cannot accept this. I don't believe I come from an ape. I have nothing to do with an ape. It's impossible for there to be a jump from apes to humans. How is this possible? Explain this to me. Look at what humans have achieved. Look what humans are capable of. Do you think that this is derived from evolution? I don't think so. Apes are completely different to us. It's just an absurd position. It's an absurd proposition, yes. Another position that the Catholic Church holds is the Big Bang. This is another unconfirmed myth. It's a myth. Where's the proof? Both of these theories, they cannot be empirically verified or demonstrated. So, as I wrote here, if we are to stay true to the dictates of scientism, yes, which says that everything has to be empirically verified, yes, then these are false. On these grounds, they're false. You can't prove it. So a man is made in God's image. We are not derived from apes. Yes, it's clear. It's absolutely clear in my eyes. So after discovering this and then discovering other important heresies, we can say, that the Catholic Church holds, I started to really question whether I am a Catholic. How can I be a Catholic if the Catholic Church holds these views? So I just mentioned other heresies, so another one is Papal Supremacy. So from what I've read, and from hearing others talk about this issue, it seems to me that this doctrine is firstly not substantiated by any claims made by the Bible or the Church Fathers. And we can see how the effect of this doctrine is negative in its outcome. Just look what's happening now with the Church, yes? The Catholic Church. Vatican II, what Pope Francis is doing, yes? So he's trying to create an ecumenical pact with Muslims and Jews. How can you? They are non-believers in Jesus Christ. The Jews are worse than the Muslims, but how can you create an ecumenical pact with these religions? Yeah, it's another reason which made me question if I am a Catholic or not. And after considering all of these events, all of these ideas, all of these heresies, yes, I would have to consider myself a Christian just at this stage and not a Catholic. I wouldn't consider myself a Protestant. I can't consider myself an Orthodox yet because I don't go to the Orthodox Church. I don't know the Church well enough. But I am drawn to this Church, yes, to Orthodoxy. And perhaps, God willing, I will join such a church. An Orthodox Church, yes. And become Orthodox. But yes, this is all I wanted to say really about Catholic Church, I guess about Christianity, my experiences, and so forth. I hope you found this video informative and interesting. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. This will help me to grow the channel and spread more interesting information. So all the best, and thank you. Have a good day.